Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Harry Potter collection video. Now, as I promised, today we're going to be combining all 9 of the Hogwarts sets released between 2021 and 2022. These 9 sets include a total of 3,935 pieces that create 41 interchangeable parts that create Hogwarts Castle. Now, the sets we're going to be combining today include the following. Released as gift with purchase, set number 40452, the Hogwarts Gryffindor Dorms. Set number 40577, the Hogwarts Grand Staircase. Released last year in 2021, we have set 76386, Hogwarts Polyjuice Potion Mistake. 76387, Hogwarts Fluffy Encounter. 76389, Hogwarts Chamber of Secrets, and set number 76395, Hogwarts First Flying Lessons. And lastly, for this year in 2022, we have set number 76398, the Hogwarts Hospital Wing, set number 76401, Hogwarts Courtyard Sirius's Rescue, and set number 76402, Hogwarts Dumbledore's Office. Considering the Chamber of Secrets or Great Hall of this wave hasn't yet retired, this lineup will no doubt be continuing into 2023, more on that in another video. For our first combo, I wanted to show everything placed as shown from the 2021 instruction manuals. This combination actually is missing both the gift with purchase and the retailer exclusive for that year. So bringing those into the situation, we make the Astronomy Tower just a tiny bit taller, adding that Gryffindor dorm room, and we also add a little bit more off to this side with that first flying lesson set. You might notice that there are 2 pieces that I left out of the situation. Maybe those will get used once I add the 2022 sets. I don't know, we'll have to see how that works out. But some notable changes here, of course, as I said. Astronomy Tower is a lot taller, as it should be, though does it look as good as the one we got back in 2020? No, but I mean, I guess it's good for what it is. Of course, I wanted to make sure that the trapdoor under Fluffy is matching perfectly with the Devil's Snare underneath. And I also wanted to make that tower just a little bit taller with that statue that Neville might get caught on when he's practicing on his broom. Now, obviously, compared to what you're going to see next when I add in the 2022 expansions, this was good for what it is, but obviously could be better. And with the 2022 expansions, you're going to see a lot more of a flow when it comes to the building style of this Hogwarts build. Now on to the part most of you came here for. It's time to add the 2022 releases to the mix. Now, just like the 2021 instructions, we don't have the gift with purchase sets or the retailer exclusive from last year included in this lineup, but I can't say it enough. LEGO, you did an amazing job, and this is actually looking more like a proper Hogwarts castle now. Unlike the instruction build from the first wave of sets, we actually happen to get 2 extra pieces, one being this roof top, which would go on the Fluffy Encounter set that's crossing the bottom there, and then the other being this long 1x brick, which would help bring the Hogwarts Hospital Wing in one straight line. Some other little nitpicky things that I have to talk about when it comes to this particular build-up is the fact that there are some really odd placements. Specifically, as I said, we have Fluffy on the ground floor, which is really annoying that they couldn't just figure out some way to have Fluffy above the Devil's Snare. No doubt that's something that I'm gonna have to fix when I add in the other sets. I also am slightly annoyed that they did move Flitwick's office from the Hogwarts Courtyard area. I think that was a perfect spot for it, specifically because it was book accurate, though I guess they did need that extra little area to bump up the clock tower, which I guess is fine, especially when it comes to the exterior of the build. And really the last thing that I have to critique now is the fact that Dumbledore's office is taller than the Astronomy Tower, or what is supposed to be representing the Astronomy Tower. It really bothers me that they did that. I mean, it is an easy fix. It can just switch out those 2 areas there. You can probably just toss the pensive and sort of Gryffindor anywhere in that little combination. A few positive things to outweigh the negatives. I do really like the inclusion of the Defense Against the Dark Arts class above the library. I also really like that they moved Dumbledore's office. I think that buildup is really good, though again, when it comes to the size of these two towers, that's something that I think needs to be fixed. I think the placement of that roof on top of the hospital wing is amazing. And of course, the combo of the Chamber of Secrets Great Hall and the Chamber of Secrets Hogwarts Girls' Bathroom works very well, as it did last year. Combining all 9 of the currently available Hogwarts sets released between 2021 and 2022, here is my Hogwarts layout that I'm probably going to keep until next year, 2023, when we see whatever we get to add on to what we have here, which I'll probably end up doing another short video, probably shorter than this one, just because I pretty much went through everything up to this point. So going over some of the major changes that I made, one thing that I'm really happy with is the fact that I was able to get Fluffy on a higher level, where we can have the Devil's Snare underneath the trap door, even though we don't get anything else that really goes with that particular area. Additionally, we have the first flying lessons. It is a sort of similar setup that I had back in 2021, though we have the addition of the Hogwarts Grand Staircase, which I think does a wonder to this particular lineup. I was able to connect that to the extra piece that is included with the Fluffy Encounter set, where you can actually go through there pretending that is the 3rd floor and eventually end up right in front of Fluffy, because I know that there's another door between the door that you enter and all of that. Additionally, you can also turn the staircase and enter the Gryffindor common room, which actually doesn't exist because it just leads to the Gryffindor dorms promo, which I'm really happy that LEGO actually made the Fat Lady within this particular lineup. I think it works well just as a transition to last year's promo. I also kept the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom right above that, just to make the Astronomy Tower just a tiny bit taller, though it is pretty much the same height as you'll see for Dumbledore's office on the opposite side of the castle. And lastly, in terms of our changes, I moved the Hogwarts Courtyard Sirius's Rescue from between the Chamber of Secrets all the way to the back side where the library is, which I actually really like this change because I was able to bring that extra section right back where we have Flitwick's office, which makes it more accurate to the books. In terms of the exterior details, I'm also quite happy with how that looks at the moment, though I would like to see something underneath the hospital wing set. And just to wrap up this video, here are all of the 2018 through 2022 expansions combined. I did remove the clock tower piece from the 2022 expansions, and also I decided not to include the 2018 Great Hall because we already have the Great Hall from 2021, and that would just get too confusing, even though I do actually prefer the 2018 one. This one has the Chamber of Secrets and makes Hogwarts feel a little bit more complete just because we have that, even though it doesn't really feel right with some of the other interior things going on here. But anyways, very happy with this lineup as well. We also happen to have 2 Astronomy Towers. I was able to make this one bigger because I put Dumbledore's office there, and also I moved the Chamber of Secrets just as its own section, so it wouldn't be too tall with Dumbledore's office. And also I did split up a lot of the pieces, specifically from the 2019 clock tower. We have the other Dumbledore's office, and also the little dance area, and the clock tower all the way in the back there. And also I did move the hospital wing closer to the courtyard, just so then it makes a tiny bit more sense. But for any of you who were wondering what the 2018 through 2022 lineup would look all together, this is what it looks like. Now the only question is, where do we go from here? Well, for starters, I feel like next year could bring us our very first Hogwarts out of the Deathly Hallows. Obviously, there are a few sections that we have yet to get from older lineups that I would really like to see brought in this lineup. In terms of all the expansions we've gotten already, I feel like we got a really solid Hogwarts. I'm excited to see what we could see in 2023. Hopefully more sets based off Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, maybe even Deathly Hallows, as I said, would be really nice to see some more Deathly Hallows expansions, especially if they're going to try and make sets based off the Battle of Hogwarts. I think that would be really neat, and definitely the way to go, considering we didn't see it with the last lineup. And lastly, I did want to note, once the Hogwarts Chamber of Secrets set retires, no doubt we will see a brand new Hogwarts lineup begin. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!